Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Personals. And tonight we've just got some packs, blasters. So check it out. It is break 2393. Hello, Sebastian. So happy Easter to everybody. Hope you all had a great Easter. It's to the end now. If it was a few more days, I won't complain. So a couple more days day off will be good. Check out the personals. They are on the Gimko website, and we on offer tonight. We have 5 loose packs. We have 3 loose packs and 2 starters, 5 starter packs, or a blaster box. So that's the Monday night personals, and then we will be live at 9 o'clock tonight. And also 10 p.m. tonight. So I'll put it on the screen so you can have a look. So break 2394 will be 9, and break 2395 that will be at 10. So that's what we've got. We've got a big night planned. So hopefully some more ripper cards for everybody. And yeah, last week we hit what did we hit? We hit Sheasel, jumper number sig, Sam Walsh, signature. Sam Darcy, signature, instant win, Geelong Platinum, Rising Star. What else? I think there was Giants, Norm Smith, Platinum. So there was plenty of good hits last week. We'll put this back. If you want, give it I'll give you guys a minute or 30 seconds just to do this. Have a go at that. That all helps. Right, we'll jump over to the other screen and I'll show you the personals we've got on offer tonight. So Monday night personals, if anyone wants some personals, we'll open them live on this stream. Now tonight we'll be here from 8 to about 8:40, 8:45. Then we'll have a few minute rest and we'll come back at 9 to do the break, which is 36 packs. And then after that one, we'll come back at 10 and we'll do the next break, which is 2 boxer. But for tonight, so that's what we've got right now, Monday Night Personals, 2393. There's the spots available, 5 loose packs, 3 hobby, 2 starters, 5 starters, or a blaster box. So if you jump in, you grab them. Anyone that's purchased and pay for them on this stream will get opened on this current stream. So that'll be fun. We'll see what we can get. Then the next break after that, which is at 9 o'clock, this one is at 9 p.m. Break 2394, 36 loose packs. They could be anything. We don't know what the 36 loose packs will bring, so they could be anything. And then at 10 p.m., break 2395, which is 2 sealed hobby boxes. So it'll be good to compare. We get to compare. We'll do the 36 loose packs at 9, and then we'll do the 2 boxes at 10, and then we can compare and see which one is better. So what else? Let's go through the debutante cards. So while people are thinking about Monday Night Personals, if anyone wants, in that time, we'll go through these official 2025 debutante collector cards. There's been a lot of questions. I've had a lot of questions. What is this? What's going on here? So what this is anyone that's played their first game in 2025 between round 0 and round 5, I believe. Yep, between round 0 and round 5, we'll get a card made which is called debutante card. These cards are limited to the order that is placed. So if 100 orders got placed for one of these cards, Sam Lawler, for example, if 100 orders got placed for Sam Lawler, there's only 100 made. And as a bonus, there is a platinum version, numbered to 49, but the platinum version cannot be purchased it will be inserted randomly in your order. So, for example, Sam Lawler, let's say there's 100 of them made. Every second purchase of Lamb Lawler will get a platinum version inserted because the platinums are limited to 49. And if there's 100 normal, they're called gold debutantes of Sam Lawler made, and there's 49 platinums. So every second order will receive a platinum version. So that's that. There is 42 different players that have played their first game this year from round 0, round 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There is 42 cards. You could buy the set. So if you're one of those collectors that want to chase the whole set, you will get the set. And with the set, there is a 15% discount. Selector are offering a 15% discount for anyone that buys the full set. And the next added bonus that people are asking about is when you buy the full set, all cards are numbered the same. So ordering a full set guarantees all 42 cards have the same number. So if for example you bought the set and you got number 35 on every single card in the set, 40 out of 40, the 42 cards will be numbered 35 out of how many are made. Every card is limited out of a different number because you don't know how many cards are going to get ordered for each different player. So all the players are here. But with the sets, they're all numbered the same. There's the Bombers. There's, who else is there? Levi Ashcroft. I'm sure this will be a popular one. Isaac Kako. That'll be another popular one. What's that? I'll just check. No, that's nothing important there. But yeah, that's the debutant cards. If you got any questions, let me know and I'll go through it with you. Why don't we go through the Gimko breaks? Let's go through what is on Gimko. We'll do that now while we're waiting. If anybody wants some personals, there's the personals here. So jump on if you want any of these opened live on this stream. We'll be on this stream until about 8:40. Then we'll have a few minute rest. We'll set up for the next one, the next break, as I said, which will be break 2394. And then at 10, we'll be break 2395. So let's go through the breaks. Let's load these images up. There's always, we want all breaks. Here we go. So Super Glow, it's a case break. Check it out. Top Century case break. Now this only has 8 spots remaining. Now this one is a ripper because you're guaranteed to get a card. And some of these cards are just fantastic. 2022 Pop Century. Let's look it up while we wait. Let's see what kind of cards we can get in Pop Century. I'm guessing this must be it. Leaf Metal. Wow, look at this. Look at this. So this is this break here with 8 spots remaining. It is a case break. There's 48 spots, which means there's 48 cards, and everyone will get a card in this draft spell. There's 48 spots in this break, 1 for each card in the break. So everyone that buys a spot in this will get a card. Let's check out some of the cards that you could get. So the signature card, Dual Auto, Billy Crystal, that's a good one. What's that? Robert De Niro, look at that. A dual signature. Natalie Portman. That's what's his name? Harrison Ford. Steve Jobs. These are awesome. What's that, like a Elvis Presley concert ticket in a card? Wow, that is so good. These are just some of the cards you could get this. That's Mike Tyson right here, signature. So check out the list of names. It's pretty cool. There's plenty of one of ones. Cards out of 99, 50, 35, 25, 20. Look at all this. One of ones. Glamour, graphs, set, checklist. It's a big set and plenty of good cards. Signature, memorabilia, bronze, set, checklist. Chevy Chase, Harrison Ford. Plenty of good celebrities. Dave Grohl, how good's that? In a cut signature checklist or cut signature card. This is the checklist for the cut signatures. That is awesome. Live concert ticket relics. Must be like the Elvis Presley one we saw before. Pearl Jam is over here. What else? So Blink 182. Billy Joel. So this is so good. Stevie Wonder. So these are some of the cards you can get in this Pop Century break. $110, 8 spots left. So it's nearly full. And once it's full, it will get busted. And everyone that goes in this break will get a card. So you're guaranteed to get a card. And as you saw from the checklist, there's some pretty good cards in the checklist. That's some of the cards what they sell for, I guess. Go back to the top, but yeah, this is what they look like. That's the boxes. It's pretty good design. It's a one. This is a one of one dual auto. So very good value this break. Very nice cards. Is that John Cena? Can't see me. So that's that. Then there's some crickets. And then there's some crickets. There's Midnight and Suns. These are pack breaks. These Marvel breaks. These are pack breaks. So you'll get your own pack. Moon Knight, that's a pack break. Loki, that's another pack break. There's only 4 spots left in this one, so this one will fill up very soon. $15. You get your own pack, and all cards from the pack will be sent to you. So who knows what you'll get in that. Game of Thrones, NHL ice hockey. This one, I reckon we're probably 2 weeks away from doing this. So I can't wait to do this one. NRL Easter holiday special break. Look at this. Let's check it out. What do you got here? What do you have on offer? We have Traders Titanium Box, Elite. Anyone that knows NRL, they know Elite is the boxes we want, and Priority. So not only is there an Elite in here, there's also a Priority, which is very limited stock. So in this break, there is some amazing boxes will be opened. Hobby starter packs. And the HSP, we know the HSP have quality cards in them. So this is the break, $80, and it is random. So who knows? You've got a good chance to get your team or any team. You can do some trades if you're not happy with the team. So check out the NRL break that's there, and then the Monday night personals. So we'll give it a refresh. Okay, that's okay. Let's go through let's go through the AFL scores. Let's see what happened this weekend in the AFL. The Pies on top. Do you want to go? Let's go through the ladder. Might as well go through the ladder. The Pies are on top. Where's the ladder? Let's load it up. All right. Well, the Pies are on top with 5 wins and 1 loss. They've won 5 in a row. They demolished. They did a good number on the Lions. They beat the Swans. They beat the Blues, low scoring. They they just got over the line with the Dogs, and Port Adelaide did not turn up. And then you got the Lions. So the Pies and the Lions both on 5-1. The Suns and the Giants and the Crows and the Cats all with 4 wins. The Cats beat the Hawks today in a very good match, finals football match. So that was a very good match today, where the Cats got over the line by 7 points. The Hawks missed a couple of critical shots. They didn't know where the goal was. So 2 losses in a row for the Hawks, 1 to the Power and now 1 to the Cats. Will they bounce back, or are the Hawks finished? I think they'll bounce back. Then the Bulldogs. How good were the Bulldogs yesterday? Sorry, Taylor, when you do watch the stream, but the Bulldogs were too strong. Sam Darcy, he got injured, but it wasn't ACL, so lucky for him. However, he will be gone until the end of the year. Maybe if they make finals, he can come back if he's doing well, but only time will tell. And then the bottom 8, the teams that don't know if they want to make the 8 or they don't want to play finals. This is the teams that are thinking about it. My boys are in there, the Bombers. So you got the Dockers, the Power, the Bombers, and the Saints all on 3 wins. The Bombers 1 less game. Same with the Suns, 1 less game because of the cyclone, which wasn't a cyclone in the end. Then you got the Blues, two back-to-back wins, 1 against the Eagles and 2 big wins actually. Yeah, but 1 against the Eagles and 1 against the Kangas, huge wins. The Swans, I don't know what they're doing, but they lost to the Power, and it was a close game, but it wasn't close. They had to come back from behind and nearly steal the victory. Again, same as the Hawks, they missed critical shots towards the end. They dropped marks in the goal square. They could have won. They could have stolen the game from the Power, but they didn't take their opportunity, and now they are sitting 14th with 2 wins and 4 losses. How good are the Tigers? The Tigers, they went to Marvel. They took on the Suns, and they beat the Suns at Marvel. Then the bottom 3, the Kangas, I don't know what they're doing. They beat the Demons a few weeks ago, where people were like, "That's it, North back, North know how to play footy. They're back. They're developed. They're ready to go." And then they lost to the Crows. They lost to Swans. They lost to the Suns, and they lost to the Blues. And if you have a look at the scores against every defeat is well over 100. So 114 to the Crows, 117, and they didn't even score much against the Swans. They only scored 50 to 117. Then the Suns scored 141, and the Blues scored 150. So they're getting worse. They're getting worse. Sorry, Kangaroos, but you've just got to lift. And what about the Demons? They went to the G, their home ground. Go the Pies. How are you? Break the pack. How are you? So we'll be breaking at 9. and 10 with the breaks. This is Monday Night Personals if you just tuned in. But we're going through the ladder while we wait for if anyone wants any of these Monday Night Personals. So I'll give it a refresh. So if any of these are purchased on stream, we will break them tonight on this live stream. We'll finish the stream about 8:40. Then we'll have a rest and we'll get ready for the next break, which is break 2394, 36 loose packs. Then when that finishes, we'll come back at 10 and we'll do break 2395, which is 2 boxer. So while we wait, we're just going through the ladder and we're up to the Demons. They took on the Dockers at the G and they got the victory by 10 points. There's the link in the chat. If you're, let's see where this goes. There's the link for the Monday Night Personals. If anyone wants to bust them live while I'm here on stream, we'll cut this stream off at about 8:40, 8:45. We'll see how we're going. And if anyone wants any Monday Night Personals, they will be opened while we are live. And then in the ladder, we've got the Eagles who almost got the victory. They almost got the victory. What's that? That's not against the Bombers, my boys. You can see they lost. They haven't won a game yet. And then they played the Bombers and they lost by 2 points. They were coming. It was very nervous as an Essendon supporter. The Eagles were coming. Another 30 seconds, I reckon they would have won. They would have been in the Bombers, my boys. But they didn't, so I'm happy that the Bombers got the win. Not happy that Sam Draper has ruptured his Achilles and gone for the season. Let's just hope he can come back. He was having such a good year. He was probably best on ground, second best on ground in the game before he got injured. 2-meter Peter for the Bombers kicked 6 goals for his first game back. So he basically won the game off his own boot for the Bombers. So let's go through the results from this weekend for Easter weekend. There they are there. I think we kind of briefly went through them already. But tonight's game, let's have a look at this one. 7 points victors to the Cats. Who kicked the goals? Manor, Gunston, Danger, Chol, all with 3. Amon and Smith leading disposal takers. So, messages while I'm on stream. People should know I better put it on mute. And who's got the best? John Newcomb, 118 fantasy points. So this was a finals footy game, like a lot of pressure. Let's check the worm. It was up at Geelong, where Geelong basically were in front the whole game. The Hawks hit the lead early in the first, and then they were just chasing. Geelong were like 20 points up. Then the Hawks came back, and it was just goal for goal. Scores were nearly level in the last quarter, or were they level? They could have been level actually. Maybe it was a point difference, and then the Cats got the victory, but the Hawks missed critical shots towards the end. They dropped the ball. So they could have stolen that from the Cats, but they didn't. The Cats took the victory, and that was that. If you went to the game, it would have been a good game to go to. Plenty. It was packed stadium at the G. So that's that. Let's have a look at the stats. What do we have here? Where's the stats? The goals. We all want to know the goal kickers. Who's leading the goal? Who's leading the Coleman? You got Ben King and Josh Tracy on 18. Higgins, the small forward, on 17 goals. Wow. And then Nick Lucky Savlaki also on 17. The two towers at the Crows. Fogarty, Thilthorpe, 16 apiece. Paul Curtis. So Larky and Curtis are kicking the goals for the Kangas, but they're just not getting the job done. They're just not getting the job done. But there's one player here that I want to highlight, and that is Jesse Hogan. 15 goals, 0 behinds. What is I wonder what the most ever, like in a season, before you've kicked a behind. Like I wonder if 15 goals is probably one of the records before you've even kicked a behind. So I wonder if there's any way to find out who has kicked the most goals in a year before they've kicked their first point. That's an interesting stat to find out. And poor Sam Darcy's kicked 14 goals, 7. He won't be back until the end of the year, maybe next year. So he won't add to his tally. You can cross him off as the Coleman medalist, unfortunately. So it's going to be an interesting year. It's going to change a lot. But to see Jack Higgins up in the top third for a small forward is very good. But we'll see who's going to win this Coleman this year. What else can we look at in the stats? Disposals, marks, 50 marks, leading marks taken in the season. Harris Andrews with 50. You got leading disposals per game. Tom Green, Lockie Whitfield, and Zach Merritt, my boy. We've done the goals. Fantasy points. So Joy Caldwell's been injured for a couple of weeks, and he's still average is 114 because he hasn't played, so the average has not changed. But that's that round 6 highs. So Lockie Whitfield got 143, so the highest this week. Peter Wright with 6 goals, that's the highest, and 39 disposals for the highest this week. What else? 13 marks to Voloston in the game, in their win, in their victory against the Suns. He took 13 marks, 13 tackles for Warple in today's game, and George Hewitt, 12 clearances. So he had 27 kicks, the Whitfield. Miller had 23 handballs, probably 1-2s. And Lloyd Meek, 47 hitouts today. What's Geelong doing? Were they just rucking off his taps? Let's go back to that game. Let's go back to that game and see why he got 47 hitouts. 47. Wow. And Reece Stanley with 26. Yeah, that's pretty good. Leading hitouts for the round by Lloyd Meek. Wow. So that's that. Let's go through the fixture for next week. Again, if you want any personals, jump on to the Gimko website, and any of these purchased right now while I'm live will be open straight away. There's the blaster. If you want a blaster, we've got it here. If you want some packs, you want 5 packs, there's 5 packs. We can open them for you live. So whatever you want from the personals that are there, we'll open them live for you right now. What have we got here? No, I'll just give it a refresh. Yep, so anything you want, anything purchased here will be opened live while I'm live right now. So let's go through the fixture while we wait. So next week's fixture, let's have a look. You got the Demons take on the Tigers. So both teams are coming off victories. Anyone can win. If the Demons play the way they played this week and won, they'll win that. But if the Tigers bring the pressure, then this could go either way. Anzac Day, so this is Anzac Eve. Then Anzac Day, the Pies versus the Bombers. I'd love to say the Bombers will win. I'm going to be like, I'm going to tip them because I always tip my team. But I think it's going to be tough for the Bombers to get the victory over the Pies. They are playing such good footy. But with a big game like that, you just don't know what's going to happen. Both teams get up. Like, both teams get up. You can see from the odds, it's $1.18 to $4.95. But when a big game like this, I know both teams just get up and anything can happen. Bombers will not show up. We'll see. But yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right about that. But I like to be confident. I like to be confident about it. We'll see. Goldstein will get his game, first game of the year. Yeah, you're right. That's right. Exactly right. If they were going to turn up, this is it. This is the game. If they were going to do it, but we just don't know. Yeah, there's a reason why Collingwood is $1.18 and Bombers are $4.95. But big game. We'll see what happens. Let's just hope that it is a good game, not a blowout. Then the Dockers versus the Crows. So yeah, this could go either way. Both teams are playing good footy. So 50. It's a coin toss. This one. It is at Optus Stadium, so that'll go to the Dockers side a little bit. But 50-50 game. Saints versus the Lions. I'm going to go with the Lions. I think they're just a step too good against the Saints. It is at Marvel, so anything can happen there. Then the Power versus North Melbourne. Sorry, Kangaroos. There is a reason why you're $6.05 on this one. The Power will get another victory. Ken Hinkley will be happy. Easy game for the Lions, yes. Definitely easy game for the Lions. Power, yeah, Ken Hinkley will be happy. Yeah, ouch for North Melbourne, yes. Exactly right. Then the Giants versus the Dogs. I think the Giants get over the line here. The injury to Sam Darcy will hurt them a lot. Not sure how they'll replace him. Norton will have to step up. Dogs, yeah, hard one for the Dogs. Sebastian, definitely a hard one without Sam Darcy. That's right. Without Sam Darcy, the Giants have to get the win. And it is played at Canberra as well, so we'll see what happens there. But the Giants for that one. Suns versus the Swans. No, not playing at anyone's home ground, so it's at Canberra, so who knows what happens there. Exactly. But Suns versus the Swans. What's your tip on this one? Like, I think the Suns will get over the line, but the Swans they could steal it, but the Suns they don't lose at home. I don't think. Yeah, so you're going to the match. That'll be good. This should be a good game. They are very hard to beat. They don't lose at home. Exactly right. They don't lose at home. So I'm going to tip the Suns in this one, but you just don't know with the Swans. But I think the Suns just get over the line. Being at home, let's just hope, as you said, hopefully it's a close game, and it is a good match. We want to see a good match with this one. The Blues versus the Cats. Oh boy! So the Cats are favourites. It is a big game. So Sunday 3:20. This will be a good game. But the Blues have had 2 victories against West Coast and North. Easy, yeah. Easy for the Cats. Like the Blues have had 2 victories. Like they're going to be up a high. They're going to be in a high. But they've beat North and West Coast, so they haven't beat anyone. But I guess you can only beat whoever you play against. So I think the Cats probably by 24, 4 goals, 4 to 5 goals. I reckon the Cats. Yeah, exactly. False hope of crap wins. Exactly right. Yep, spot on. And then they'll finish. To finish the round, the Hawks versus the Eagles at Marvel Stadium. I think I think West Coast, you're going to be witches' hats on this match. They're just going to be witches' hats. And you can see from the odds, $1.04 for the Hawks, $11.50 for the Eagles. The Hawks easy. Yep, this is going to be a training drill. That's right. That's right. The West Coast, the way the Hawks are kicking from today. Let's see what happened today. How many points did they kick? 13 behinds, but then the Cats kicked 14. But the way the Hawks missed some easy shots today. So back to here. So the last game of the round, Hawks versus the Eagles. Yeah, I think the Hawks will get this done easy, but they can't miss their shots. It is at Marvel, so didn't know Hawks play home games at Marvel, but I guess with the Blues taking on the Cats at the MCG, there was no other ground left in Melbourne, so they have to play at Marvel. There'll be no one there. Yes, hobby tonight, 9 o'clock. 36 packs and 10 o'clock, 2 boxer. Where is it? So this one is at 9 p.m. Break 2394, 36 loose packs. And then at 10, 2 boxer. So definitely bad kicking by the Hawks today. Like they could have stolen the victory. But yeah, I know the Hawks will get the win easy, but they're definitely bad kicking. So that is the round 7. There might be an upset or two, maybe, but there will be a couple of smashings in that round. As Clarko will say, there'll be a couple of spankings. The Kangas, as Clarko said, he goes, we got spanked. The Kangas got spanked. They really did. So that's that. All right, I'll give you about a couple of minutes if anyone wants any personals. If not, we will call this stream off and we'll get ready for the next one so I can set up. That'll give me time to set up for the next one. So I'll give everyone a few minutes, give everyone like a minute or two. And if anyone wants any personals, grab them now. I'll open them live while I'm here. If not, that's all good. We will come back at 9 p.m. to do this one, 36 loose packs, 10 p.m., 2 boxer. So I'll give you a minute. If you want any personals, grab them and I'll do them live for you now while I'm here. And if not, I'll see you very, very soon for the loose packs. They're just waiting to be opened. They're waiting. We want to see what there is. We want to hit something amazing, signatures or just something, jumper number 01, just something amazing, please. That's what we want. We'll give it another refresh. All right. I think that's it for this. We'll come back to this screen. So thank you for joining me on this stream. We went through the fixture and the ladder and the goal kickers and a few other things. We went through the debutant cards, which I had a lot of questions regarding debutant cards. So people ask me, so they they think I know everything, but I don't. I just read it off the Select website and I'll work it out. But I'm happy to help, which is no problem. Give this video a like, subscribe, and get your notifications. So let's do that now. You do it now. All right, perfect. And I'll see you all very soon at 9 o'clock. Before I go, I'll just give it a quick refresh in case I missed. No, okay, that's fine. We'll be back at 9 o'clock. Let's put it on the screen so you know what's happening. There we go. Break 2394 live tonight at 9 p.m. Break 2395 live tonight at 10 p.m. And we're getting close to the milestone break of 2,400. I don't know what Gimko's got planned, but hopefully it's a ripper. That's 5 breaks away. So that'll come soon. That'll come very soon. So we'll see you soon. Let's do this. And I'll see everyone very, very soon. Also, I almost forgot. Now, when the next stream starts at 9, you got to refresh the chat. So refresh the chat when the new stream starts at 9 o'clock for break 2394. So do that just when when the stream starts, just refresh it so you can comment. All right, let's do this. So thanks to Sebastian and Break the Pack Collecting for chatting. Perfect. We need people chatting to keep the stream going. So let's do this, and I'll see you at 9 o'clock. Join us on social media: Discord, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Podbean. Scan the QR code and see what happens. I'll see you at 9 p.m. for break 2394. Have a good one for now.